We just did a video about the best suburbs to live outside of Sacramento, but if you want to be close to the heart of Sacramento, then stick around because in today's video, we're going to be covering the top 7 neighborhoods to live inside of Sacramento.
Let's check it out.
What's up everyone, welcome to our channel, or welcome back to the channel. We are Lance and Lauren with L2 Home Group, and on this channel we talk all about what it's like living in Sacramento and the surrounding areas. So if that's something that you're interested in, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe button. We're doing new videos every Tuesday and Friday on what it's like to live in Sacramento and Northern California. On top of making these videos, we are also licensed real estate agents in the state of California, which means that as much as we love making these videos, we love helping you out more with all of your real estate needs. So we do answer those calls, texts, and emails. If you do have any questions about Sacramento or the surrounding areas, we would love to help you guys out. Now, jumping right into it, we're going to be taking a look at UpHome's list of the 7 best neighborhoods to live inside of Sacramento. Now, we did do a similar video here if you want to check that out. Now, there are some neighborhoods in that video that we're not covering in that video today, so make sure you check that out. First on the list is going to be Old Town Sacramento. Now, we're not really sure how it made it onto this list since you can't really purchase a home here, but there are actually a few spots where you can rent down here. And to bounce to a different article on niche.com, they do have Old Sacramento with a population of just over 500 people, but it's not like you have different types of housing that you can purchase down here. I will say when I was doing a little bit of research when I saw this neighborhood on this list, I thought it was kind of interesting. And I did find a place for rent on 2nd Street where you can get a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom for $1,600 a month, which was pretty cool. This area tends to be a little bit more touristy and kind of more of a fun destination that you can visit than a neighborhood that you're actually going to live in. So based off of this article, Old Sacramento is a part of the historic Riverfront District in the city, and it's a 28-acre national landmark. That's a pretty fun blast from the past, and it gives you kind of that depiction of what early life in the 19th century was. There are different historical buildings from the gold rush that are still there today. You've got these old cobblestone streets, you've got horse-drawn carriages, you've got museums, you've got train rides, you've got souvenir shops, antique stores, candy stores. So this area is super fun. It's definitely a unique area of Sacramento. Just some of the favorite spots here based off of this article for the locals are going to be the underground after tours. So this is a tour where you get to pretend like you're living during the gold rush era and take tours of the city and learn about the kind of the history, and you're in the streets. You also have the Huntington Hopkins hardware store, which was actually a historic hardware store. It was one of the main hardware stores that was actually used during the gold rush in Sacramento, which is pretty cool. You can also visit the museum that it has inside where you can see tolls from the 19th century. And then you also have Firehouse in Sacramento, which is a fine dining experience. So if you're looking for an excuse to get all dressed up and go out to dinner, this is definitely the place for you. One of our favorite things that we did when we would come down to Old Town Sacramento is just all the different festivities that happen down here, especially at Christmas time. So they do the Polar Express train ride where they actually leave from the train station here located in Old Town Sacramento. They take a train ride to the North Pole. All the kids and the parents get dressed up in their pajamas. They serve hot cocoa. You get cookies. You get to see Santa. So it's a super fun experience during the holidays to take your kids, especially the younger ones. And then they do some fun stuff in the Old Town or the main town area of Old Town Sacramento, which is going to be like Christmas tree lighting. They do a little skit with Santa and the Grinch in that main part. So definitely a fun little area.
All right, next on the list is going to be Midtown. So Midtown is located east of downtown. Midtown's borders are R Street on the south, J Street on the north, 16th Street on the west, and 30th Street on the east. Midtown is referred to as a center of culture and creativity. The neighborhood of Midtown provides its residents with a hip and urban feel, and it's also known as an excellent place to live. Midtown is eccentric and full of trendy shops, energetic nightlife, and award-winning restaurants. One of the main perks about Midtown is you're super close to downtown, so if you work there, it's literally minutes away if you have to get to work. Now, this neighborhood attracts many young professionals and couples. Many people move to this neighborhood for its energetic lifestyle, brand new apartment buildings, townhome developments, condos, and amazing street lofts that have been built to keep up with the demand for Midtown. Midtown is definitely going to offer that nightlife that you wouldn't really see in other parts of Sacramento. You can also find many historic Victorian single-family homes for those who want space with a little more charm and historic character. Now, local favorite spots for those who live here in Midtown, according to this article, now these aren't in Midtown, are Sutter State Historic Park, This historical agricultural and trade colony was established in 1839. You can visit this park. It's well preserved. It's basically like going back and living in the gold rush days. And the next place is going to be Sacramento Midtown Sushi, a local sushi spot where you can get your sushi fix for a great price. They also have vegan options. The last place is going to be Midtown's Cantina Alley, where you can enjoy authentic Mexican street food from this modern local hotspot. You can sit on the patio and enjoy a tasty cocktail.
The other cool thing about Midtown is you also have the Sac Brew Boat. So have you ever heard of the Brew Bike? Many cities have them where you pedal around the city on a bike cart with friends and drink beer. Well, Sac has this, but they also have the Sac Brew Boat. It's the same idea as a brew bike, but you're on a pedal boat with friends where you pedal around the river and drink awesome beer. This pedal boat fits around 16 passengers, and it's a pretty fun day of day drinking during the summer months. Next on the list is going to be Meadowview. Now, Meadowview is going to be located in the southernmost part of the area of the city. Meadowview is east of Interstate 5. It's going to be south of Florin Road, and it's going to be kind of down towards that Consumnes River Boulevard exit. So this neighborhood is going to be one of the top up-and-coming residential communities in the area for families that are moving to the area. So we're starting to see a lot of people relocating here from the Bay Area, and they're coming to these neighborhoods because if you do have to still go down to the Bay Area, it's a quick commute. Some of these homes are starting to get new life with people renovating them. We're starting to see people go in and kind of update and modernizing a lot of them. So this neighborhood's going to have some of the most premier shopping in kind of that southern area of Sacramento. There's going to be some pretty cool restaurants. It's going to have a ton of things to do. Another plus to this neighborhood is that houses in this neighborhood are going to be considered relatively more affordable than, let's say, kind of the rest of Sacramento. Based off of this article by uphomes.com, it does have some of the local favorite spots being Barrio Coffee, Frank Seymour Dog Park, and Flores Bar and Grill. However, I did want to kind of state, just to keep in mind, these three places that they mentioned in this article being local favorites, it's not actually located within the Meadowview neighborhood in case that's a deciding factor for you and you want to be specifically close to certain areas. So they are still pretty close. They're within a short drive to Land Park, but technically not within the neighborhood. So don't get me wrong, Flores Bar and Grill, it is an awesome spot for date nights, and they serve some of the absolute best margaritas in all of Sacramento, which I know I'm going to stir up a lot of crap about, but I don't care. Barrio Coffee is also going to be worth the trip and won't disappoint you as well. This area is seeing a ton of revitalization, and one of the cool things about this area is they just put a brand new massive shopping center in called Delta Shores. Delta Shores is going to be one of those areas where you can get all of your shopping done if you have to do it on a Friday or a Saturday afternoon.
Next on the list is Tahoe Park. Tahoe Park is located close to downtown. It's south of Highway 50 to 14th Avenue between 53rd Street and 65th Street. Tahoe Park is another neighborhood that's renowned for its affordable housing prices and convenient amenities. This is a great community that can have a lot of young professionals or first-time homeowners. This community is up and coming and has a lot of new growth. What you get here is a dense suburban feel, but you also have the convenience of being close to Midtown and downtown. Many of the homes in this neighborhood are smaller, older homes, some of which have been redone. Now, this neighborhood also feeds to some of the highest rated schools in Sacramento, including Phoebe Hearst Elementary School that rates a 9 out of 10 on greatschools.org, Leonardo da Vinci Middle School that rates a 7 out of 10, and West Campus High School that rates a 10 out of 10 on greatschools.org. That's the highest rated high school that's a public high school in Sacramento. Local favorite spots for those who live here in Tahoe Park, that's a 19-acre park that is part of Tahoe Park neighborhood. This park features a play structure, walking trails, open green spaces, and picnic areas. Now, the next thing that locals say is Allora, a popular Italian restaurant and wine bar that serves handmade fresh pasta, fresh seafood, and has over 200 hand-selected Italian wines to choose from.
There's also a really good place called Tacoa Tacos y Tequila, a local favorite hotspot that serves tacos and amazing margaritas. You got Sacktown Bites. Now this is going to be a local food tour around Sacramento, and you get to learn about some of the best places to eat and drink around the town. Now, fifth on this list is going to be the Pocket. Now, the Pocket is going to be located along the Sacramento River. It's going to be east of Interstate 5, and it's going to be, basically, it's going to create somewhat of a pocket around the neighborhood between the river, and it's going to be bordered by Interstate 5. Now, some of the things that a lot of the locals love about this area is that it's known for its calm and quiet nature, and residents say they love living here because of the Pocket is kind of a relaxing atmosphere that's away from downtown, but you're still pretty close to Sacramento. What you're going to find here, you're going to find some older established neighborhood homes. These are going to sit on like larger lots. They're going to be, kind of that sprawling ranch style home. A lot of the times when I'm driving through the neighborhood, I'm kind of thinking of like Brady Bunch style homes, like that, tri-level home that's going to be of that 70s, 80s era neighborhood. The Pocket is definitely going to be one of the smaller areas of Sacramento. However, a lot more people are starting to relocate to this neighborhood, and a lot of them are starting to give some of those homes that kind of revamped feel. They're getting them updated on the inside. A lot of businesses are moving in here as well too. So some of the local favorite spots for the Pocket are going to be Garcia Bend Park. So this is a really cool community park that's going to be located right next to the riverfront, kind of on the south side. It's a destination that a lot of people go to. It's got a cool little beach. You got walking paths, you got biking trails. It's right there next to the Sacramento River. You also have like a little small boat launch there for, a couple of different paddle boards. And then you also have different multi-purpose fields. Another awesome thing about the Pocket is going to be Casillo. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing that right, but it's going to be an awesome Italian restaurant. It's going to be, a lot of the residents love it there. It's going to be some of the best and most authentic Italian food in that specific neighborhood.
Next on the list is going to be Land Park, located south of Highway 50 and east of Interstate 5 in South Sacramento. This neighborhood offers a friendly vibe and is well known all across the area for its many family attractions and well-maintained single-family homes. This neighborhood hosts many events and festivals throughout the year with the intent of meeting new and old friends. Some of these events include concerts in the park, movies in the park, kids festivals, and farmers markets. Land Park is home to Sacramento City College as well. Now, homes in this neighborhood have a distinct architectural styles. You can find a variety of homes here. You can find English cottages, Mediterranean villas, craftsman bungalows, and Tudor-style homes scattered throughout the neighborhood. Residents in this neighborhood like to spend more time outdoors, where they have many beautiful parks, open green spaces, a ton of walking trails. They even have a golf course and a fishing pond. You can also find several craft breweries, ice cream shops, and chic cafes to enjoy. Local favorite spots for those who live here, according to this article, are going to be the Sacramento Zoo, which is located in the heart of Land Park. It's home to over 500 animals, spans 14.3 miles. The zoo is an excellent place to go and spend the day with your family. Another awesome place in Land Park that locals talk about is Funderland Park. It's an amusement park. It's an excellent day activity for small children. It's been around since 1946. This park has 9 rides, including a carousel, spinning teacups, and a small roller coaster. And then locals also talk about the California State Capitol Museum, representing the seat of the government of California. This history museum features tours, exhibits, and field trips to learn about the government and the impact the building has had on the state. You also have William Land Regional Park. This beautiful park is the heart of Land Park. It's surrounded by trees and features a lake, walking trails, and picnic areas. It's a great place to spend the day with family and friends.
Now, last on this list is going to be East Sacramento. East Sacramento is going to be located 3 miles east of downtown. It's going to be on the east side of Interstate 80, and it's going to be considered one of the city's most active and walkable neighborhoods. So residents who live in this neighborhood are going to enjoy all the different parks and trails, and it's going to be perfect for jogging, riding bikes. East Sacramento is also going to be home to the Fab 40s, which is a well-known part of East Sacramento. It's going to have these like estate-like mansions where they've had different residents like Ronald Reagan, or you've probably even seen them in the movie Lady Bird. East Sacramento is going to have an above average safety rating based off of this article, and it's considered one of the safest and best neighborhoods to raise a family in all of Sacramento. So the cool thing about East Sacramento is that you're going to be surrounded by a ton of different eateries, quirky little boutiques, craft breweries, and a lot of these cute, quaint coffee shops. So East Sacramento is also home to Sacramento State University and the UC Davis Medical Center, which is one of the top hospitals in the entire country. So some of the favorite local spots here based off of this article is going to be the McKinley Park Rose Garden. So this is going to be one of the most significant and oldest rose gardens in all of Sacramento. It is home to over 1,200 different rose plants. There's also going to be the White Buffalo Art Gallery and the Cabana Winery and Bistro. Now the Cabana Winery and Bistro is an award-winning winery and tasting room. So this is going to be an awesome place if you want to go out with some of your friends, get some wine, get some drinks. Then you're going to have one of my absolute favorite places in all of Sacramento, which is going to be Limelight Bar and Cafe. So this place has been open since 1975. And it's been one of those go-to spots in Sacramento for all things beer, wine, and craft cocktails. The other cool thing about this place is they've actually got a pretty cool card room and a very cool outdoor seating, eating kind of area. So If you ever want to have little private events, this is definitely the spot. So in the description below, we're going to have the link to this article. We're also going to have a pretty cool city guide. So if you want to get to know more of Sacramento or some of our favorite places that we like to go to, some of the favorite neighborhoods, go ahead and check out that link below. And if you have any questions about Sacramento, we are the ones that answer those calls, texts, and emails. So please reach out to us. Let us know how we can help. And as always, just know that we got your back when it comes to moving to Northern California.